tens, and 100s. If you look in your notes, you will see that on your papers, when you had something like this, 6.8 times 10, or if you had 6.8 times 100, okay, these were the times I said, really, this is the only time in math you don't need to show any work because the book says to do this mentally, because it should be mental math for you, because when you multiply or divide by decimals, it's just a matter of moving the decimal point, okay? So in this case here, 6.8 times 10 is what, Zach?
68.
68, because if there's 1 0, you just move the decimal one place, and this becomes 68. You don't have to put the decimal after 2, we don't have to put a decimal after whole numbers there. Same thing here, there are 2 zeros. The problem this time is I only have 1 decimal place, so what has to happen there? You have to fill in with a 0, and it would be 680. Now, division is very much the same. Let's do 6.8 divided by 10 and 6.8 divided by 100. If you have those, same thing, except since division is opposite of multiplication, what's going to happen? Kendall, what do you think is going to happen there? You're going to still move the decimals, but this time you're going to move the decimals left. With multiplication, you move to the right. With division, you move them to the left. And that only makes sense because when you multiply, numbers generally get bigger. When you divide, numbers generally get smaller. So if you're looking at these two problems here, 6.8 divided by 10, you just move the decimal one place backwards, and you get 0.68. And dividing by 100, you would move the decimal back how many places?
Oh.
2 zeros, 2 places, but I only have 1 place, so I'm going to have to add a 0. So you end up at 0.068. Now, I believe on the quiz that we took the other day, we had something that looked like this. 35.6 times 10 squared, and how about 35.6 divided by 10 squared? Something like that. It looked like that probably wasn't the exact problem there. The first thing you'd have to know is what is 10 squared? Caroline. 10 times 10 is 100, so these could you change both to 100. And then what is 35.6 times 100? Times 100? 35.6 times 100 is, Josh Earthmeyer?
356.
That'd be times 10, because you only move the decimal one place.
3,560.
Very good. Move it 2 places, it is 3,560, 2 places to the right. For the other one, when you move it 2 places to the left, Alex Vollmer, that would get you
356. Wait, thousands.
Yeah. Or you could have just said 0.356, I would have taken that. 356,000 would be the correct answer there. Do we have any issues with that? And again, this, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the absolute very few times where the book will ever tell you to do something mentally. Let's see if I can find it here. Math stuff. Yeah, exactly. You guys, of course, one slide, and we're on lesson what? 52, right? Yes. Just look at the practice problems because you'll see just exactly how easy this is. If in fact they show up. Uh-oh.
We have to do the countdown.
Last time it started, we don't have to count down because it's right here. about right here? No. How about here? No, how about here? Yeah. Take a look, see here. And again, let me point you to this word here. Mentally means that you don't have to show any work. That's one of the only very few times when you can just jot down an answer. It would actually be nice if you wrote the problem down so that if you got it wrong, you could see it. But other than that, there's no work. So for letter A, what's the answer to letter A, Grace? Can you see that? 2.5 divided by 10 is 0.25. You just move the decimal back 1 0, 1 place, 0.25. Letter B, Sam?
Can't tell, is there a divider?
It is, these are all divisions.
0.025.
Alright, you move it back 2 places, so 0.025. Letter C, 87.5 divided by 10, Gabby?
0.8.
Just 1 place,
Oh.
8.75. 87.5 divided by 100, Bailey, Lincoln?
Um,
0.875. 0.5 divided by 10, Taylor?
0.05.
0.05. 0.5 divided by 100, Alex?
Me?
Yep.
Oh, 0.005.
0.005. 25 divided by 10. Now here's one, ladies and gentlemen, there's no decimal there. Please don't panic. It'll be okay. Where the number doesn't have a decimal in it, where would that decimal go, Holly? At the front or at the back? Front, back, back, front.
Front?
So 25 is the same thing as 0.25
No, at the back.
at the back. Yeah, you put the decimal in at the ends of them because that's where they go. And the answer to this one, 25 divided by 10 is, Elizabeth?
2.5.
2.5. And the last one there, for good measures, 25 divided by 100, Gabe?
0.25.
4.25. Okay, there should be nothing easier than this, but I can tell you I still have 7th graders and